Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a Workhorse stock price prediction. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about Workhorse, and actually we're going to be doing a Workhorse stock price prediction and why I think Workhorse is actually one of the better EV companies that people should be investing in right now. Looking at the 5-year chart, guys, this thing IPO'd December 11th of 2015, right? It just hit its 5-year mark on the NASDAQ market, currently up 271% ever since its IPO. But guys, looking at the 1-year chart, year to date, this thing is up 680%. Obviously, it's a huge growth stock and has seen a lot of growth in the year of 2020. It's actually pretty good growth, guys. 680% in the midst of a pandemic is actually pretty good. I mean, you guys have to understand that this stock was trading, at $2.44 a share right at the beginning of the year. And the fact that it's been able to climb up so much goes to show kind of the merit of the company. Also, the EV market has been maturing. There's just generally been more demand. If you guys don't know what Workhorse actually does, it's an EV company that basically produces electric delivery vans, and that also does lead into why I think people should be investing into Workhorse right now at $21.92, and why I actually think this stock has a lot of room for potential to grow compared to other EV companies. Obviously, this thing is backed by a lot of big time investors, guys. You have a lot of big time investors like Kathy Underwood and a lot of these other big time investors like ARK Invest who have huge stakes in Workhorse stock. And the reason why people actually are super bullish on Workhorse stock, it's not just the simple fact that this company basically produces EV delivery vans, which is already a huge market in itself. It's because of the current USPS deal that's actually currently in talks right now. If you guys don't know what the deal with that is, it's basically a deal that Workhorse is trying to work out with USPS. It's a $7 billion deal where they're going to be rolling out 180,000 basically delivery vans to replace all of USPS's fleet. And that's actually kind of been the talks of the trade. And the reason why the stock actually hasn't been doing well over the last month or week is just due to the simple fact that, the contract keeps getting delayed. Obviously, due to the pandemic, we were expecting this Workhorse contract to actually be decided in October, but now it's been pushed to the second quarter of 2021. Which did cause a recent sell-off of the stock itself, which is okay. I do think people should actually still invest in Workhorse stock. Obviously, everything I say in my videos, guys, is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I say this, guys, is because not only is it backed by a lot of big-time investors, and it's in talks with a big company about getting the USPS deal to roll out 180,000 vehicles, I do think Workhorse has the best chance of actually getting this deal because they are the only company in talks with USPS that actually offer a electric option, a full battery power option. I think it does give Workhorse the slight advantage. But guys, even if Workhorse wouldn't actually land the USPS deal, which I personally do think it will, but even if it didn't, guys, I do think that people should still invest in Workhorse stock. And the reason I say this, guys, is because the simple fact that Workhorse's business idea and their business model is actually very attractive to investors. And even to me itself, I look at the business idea that Workhorse is trying to provide, being able to offer a fully electric delivery van, goes to show, that not just because USPS doesn't use these vehicles, guys, doesn't mean there isn't companies all over the world that wouldn't take advantage of using a fully battery powered delivery van, guys. You have to take a look at it from the day to day and the whole business model in itself, that there's companies out there like FedEx, UPS, and Amazon and so many other big companies out there that use delivery vans, guys. It's not just USPS. So the fact that Workhorse is offering a fully battery powered delivery van goes to show, that this company does have a viable business model. What does give Workhorse stock an advantage, though, compared to a bunch of other companies out there, guys, is the simple fact that Workhorse actually has these vehicles already made. They've seen time on the road, and it puts them ahead of a lot of other EV companies. As you guys know, Workhorse has 2 delivery vans. It's the C650 and the C1000. Pretty cool vans. I've actually taken a look at them online and seen the schematics a little bit. They offer a 160-mile battery range, which is actually pretty good. As technology starts to advance, though, I do expect longer and better battery ranges. But guys, taking a look at the simple fact that there's a lot of EV companies out there, guys, that haven't even sold a single product, right? Take a look at companies like Nikola Motors and Hyliion and all these other companies who don't even really have anything made. Workhorse actually does have an advantage over a lot of EV companies because, yes, a lot of EV companies are starting to IPO, but guys, they haven't even really got themselves going on the road yet. There's a lot of companies that are still kind of trailing behind. There's even a lot of new ones that are starting to IPO, guys. I know that NGA did a merger recently as well. And there's also CIIG merger that merged with Arrival, who do electric commercial vehicles. But guys, these guys don't even have running factories versus Workhorse, who actually has running vehicles ready to go. Which gets into the main topic of the video. What is my honest price tag of Workhorse stock in the next couple months? What is my price tag of Workhorse in the next couple of years? My overall stock price prediction of Workhorse, guys, I do think Workhorse is going to actually be a $50 to $75 stock by the end of next year. As you guys know, to a lot of people, it's a long time away, and I can understand why people get impatient when it comes to investing. But guys, you have to be taking a look at it from the bigger perspective. When I'm investing specifically for myself, I'm looking at the long-term gain of things. I'm looking at where the company could actually be in the next year, in the next 2 years. And the fact that Workhorse is currently in talks with USPS about rolling out a $7 billion deal to roll out 180,000 vehicles, guys. If Workhorse lands this deal, guys, and when it does land this deal, it's actually going to be huge for the stock itself, and it's probably going to cause a huge rally in itself as well. Then people will probably be taking Workhorse a lot more seriously. But guys, I still see the value in this company, and I still think that Workhorse is actually going to be a viable EV company, even though it does not land the USPS deal. Like I said, guys, I do think Workhorse stock is going to be a $50 to $75 stock by the end of next year, guys. As I've said it time and time again, the EV market is starting to mature, and there's just simply more demand for EV companies to come out there. I do expect EV to kind of carry us into the next decade because it's starting to become the more innovative thing, guys. You have to understand that not only does it offer better vehicles with better technology, but guys, it saves these companies a lot of money. Like, if USPS and Workhorse do work out the deal, it's not just due to the simple fact that USPS, guys, just wants new cool vans, guys. You have to understand that, USPS is going to be saving a lot of money on maintenance, on gas, and so much more that they don't have to keep up with the maintenance of these cars. And due to the simple fact that it's going to save USPS so much money, it's also going to save companies a lot of money as well, guys. So once Workhorse actually get itself more on the road and people start to notice Workhorse a little bit more, I know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of big-time companies and small-time companies, guys, that are going to be acquiring these vans from Workhorse stock. This is why I think Workhorse stock is worth the investment at $21.92, because I do believe in the overall viable business model that they're offering, and I do believe in the long-term growth. I understand, if you guys take a look at Tesla, guys, but Tesla just offers luxury cars at the moment. I know they're currently working on large battery-powered semi-trucks, but just due to the simple fact that the company's been able to grow so much, I know that Workhorse is going to be able to do the same thing, just due to the simple fact, guys, that there is just so much more growth in the EV market to come. And the fact that we're still in the midst of a pandemic, these companies cannot grow at their full potential. Once we get a vaccine, which I'm pretty sure is pretty close and we're in the works of it, Workhorse is actually going to be doing a lot of great things. And I do think people should buy Workhorse stock. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Workhorse stock. Do you think Workhorse stock is worth the investment at $21.92? Do you guys agree with my stock price prediction? Do you guys see Workhorse stock being a $50 to $75 stock by the end of next year? If you guys are invested in Workhorse stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.